Yo, you are now tuned into the Bag Brothers Podcast, episode 15.
Peace, family.
We here and we ready.
Uh-oh.
You know, it's your boy Sully.
It's your boy P.
And we got a special guest. First episode, special guest. Introduce yourself, my guy.
Some of y'all may know me as C the Surgeon. Some of y'all may know me as Chris, but you could call me Christian T. All right?
I call him C-Dub sometimes, but y'all get that one later.
That name is taken on Instagram, so I couldn't call it.
You couldn't do the C-Dub?
Yeah, I tried.
Okay.
All right, fuck it then. We in motion.
Well, welcome to the Bag Brothers Podcast.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, a lot of people, if you follow us on Instagram or social media, this is the guy who's responsible for all the nice pics. You know,
yeah, it's a fact.
Nice pics and hairlines.
Yeah, and haircuts. It's pretty. Pardon me. Nice pics and the haircuts.
Right.
After we dropped some of those See the Surgeon pics, that the Instagram kind of went up.
I had a bunch of people.
We had 102 followers, right? You know?
Yeah, we had we had 102 followers right now.
That's
shout out
for a celebration.
Shout out to that. So we went ahead and we brought out the we always talk about the Dusse, so we went ahead and brought it out.
None of them little bottles, none of them personal bottles, none of them $20 bottles, big boy.
You know what I'm saying?
And we not driving no boats. They were slandering you for 2 days.
We're
not driving no boats.
We're gonna make sure that we get your name back into
you gotta get back in our. You gotta drop a fire fit. Like you gotta pull out the color.
Summer 3 shootout coming out. So.
Yeah, summertime shootout 3. Yeah, listen, because the mixtapes, you know, Fab got a weird trajectory.
Right.
Some of the mixtapes, I'm like, all right, yo, this is classic. Some of the mixtapes, I'll be like. So you gotta soul tape classics.
He gonna hit on it now, so I ain't even tripping.
All right, what you think? You looking forward to Summertime Shootout 3?
Yeah, but Fab never had a good album. I'm not gonna hold
because he's not really an album
guy. He's a mixtape guy.
He like him and Young Thug. They try to stay away from albums.
He's good on mixtapes and features.
Right.
That's what he's known for.
And he's a punchline rapper.
Like Nicki Minaj, she's only good at features. Like I love her, but like features, that's where her strength.
Listen, we respect all opinions on the Bag Brothers Podcast.
Yeah. All right. So we no further ado. We can get right into it. Tip of the week. Pull your Dusse, man. Tip of the week. Don't let the power of excuses be more powerful than your dreams. Oh, y'all be bullshitting, right? You see what we just did? He went around and tapped the bottle.
Yes, sir.
Right? You gotta tap. Either you tap the bottom, you tap the side, you gotta tap the bottle some way, some shape, some form, somehow. Because you don't tap the bottle, then
he
it's
getting
like,
excited because that Dusse and he
Dusse,
getting
man,
the jitters. He like, what's going on?
Ecuador.
Superpowers is activated, baby. That Dusse getting in the system. Ain't no telling. And hold on. Just so y'all know,
what we got here?
Listen, that's something light. That don't worry.
The Bag Brothers Cup, baby.
We got something.
And it's green.
We got something for you.
Thing is, I remember to do the tap thing only because I ain't know how to open this. I'm broke boy city out here. I stay humble out here. I drink my little Ciroc.
No Ciroc, man. We love Diddy. Shout outs to Diddy, but no Ciroc. Dusse only, baby. Dusse. You know the vibes.
Like I'm gonna pop open this lemonade though.
Yeah, let's get back to that tip of the week. Put the tip of the week one more time.
Don't let the power of excuses be more powerful than your dreams.
Right.
So let's break that down, right?
Yes, sir.
You want to take a crack at it?
Yeah, let's let our guest get a crack.
Get
a pop at it.
I'm gonna say it one more time.
Get a pop at that, guest.
Don't let the power of excuses be more powerful than your dreams.
Ooh,
I'm heavy-handed with the Dusse,
like
by
that?
the way.
I love that because people always have an excuse for why they can't do something. Like in my example, people had an excuse saying, "Oh, I need a barbershop to work in to cut hair. Okay. Oh, I need certain things." No. You could do it out your crib. You could do it out a basement. You could do it anywhere.
Okay.
As long as your hands is still working, as long as your eyes still working, your mind still work, you can do anything. So no excuse should be any means for anybody to take it easy on you or feel sorry for you. I'm not in the business of feeling sorry for people.
Right.
I agree. Take a crack at it, P.
Yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. I mean, I like how you got that. Yeah. I think our tip of the weeks are always pretty straightforward. I think. Relax, baby. That's that Dusse. Take it slow.
Kicking in your chest.
Listen, this is a virgin. We breaking his Dusse virginity. He's not used to the smooth.
He drinks the bullshit.
Yeah, he drinks that bullshit.
Taylor Port.
See,
take
Pizzy.
Listen, we Bag Brothers, baby. Dusse only, baby.
We are drinking a Dusse Simply Lemonade only, please.
Or Minute Maid.
Or Minute Maid's good as well.
Whatever. But yeah, I like that quote. Like you said, don't let the power of excuses be more powerful than your dreams. It's like, yo, bro, like he said, like I always feel like if it's important, you're gonna find a way. Like my parents always used to tell me, they'd be like, yo, if you hungry, you gonna wait for somebody to bring you food, or you gonna get out and get something. So it's like it's always gonna be an excuse. It's always gonna be something that you could say as to why you didn't get the desired outcome, right? But it's like the thing that's gonna separate you from your goal is just putting in the work, right?
Yeah, I mean, I also think, kind of chime in, I also think that it's important to understand you can only control the controllables.
Of course, right.
And the things you can't control, you can't control.
Say that one more time. Hold on, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
So you can only control the controllables. And things that you can't control, it is what it is, right? Because if you stress on the things that you can't control, you're not going to get nowhere.
Right.
So, you know, don't dwell on the power of excuses. Anyone can make an excuse for anything, right? But the main factor of it is what are you actually doing towards your dreams and your goals, your aspirations, right? Because people, like we always say all the time, right? Words mean something
all the time.
And if you could talk that talk, you best believe you better walk that walk. And if you can't, don't act like you can. You don't have to boast your chest out and be like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna yo. And then sometimes don't talk about it, just do it. A lot of people just talk and they don't do nothing at all. There's no action behind what they're talking about, or even
they trap themselves within their words.
Exactly. So you gotta be balanced with it. You gotta be yin and yang with it, right? And that's the thing. A lot of people, they don't take into account as they're talking about sharing shit. But you know,
I agree. I think y'all got 2 tip of the weeks in that right there. I think y'all got like 3, but
low key.
I'm gonna let y'all parse that out on y'all own time and figure out what's applicable to you, wherever you are right now, whatever you going through. And like I always say, yo, somebody might be listening to this a year from now, right? Like, because it's like we got people that just listening to episode 1, right? And we did episode 1, what was it, like the last week of May, early May, like late May, I mean. So it's just like the things that they hearing in that episode might resonate with them then, or they might be going through something later on, and it's like, oh, hold on, I remember when the Black Brothers was on there talking about this during the tip of the week, or just in conversation like how we be doing, and they gave me a jewel, and it's like, yo, that's what I could use to get through whatever I'm going through right now. So I think that's why I think the tip of the weeks are always timeless, and I think, like I always say, like they'll hit. If it don't resonate today, if it don't resonate tomorrow, next week, it may resonate a year from now.
Sometimes they hit more than once.
Exactly.
Might be just hitting over the head with it.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the beautiful part about the podcast. It's like people have free access to come back to it, right? It's like, oh, yo, episode 14 was my favorite.
It's motivation, inspiration.
I mean, that's it.
That's what we try to exhibit.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? We not. Is it right? We're not saying we're the best. We're not saying that we know everything, right? But we try to make sure that the things that we've been through, that we try to pass it on to other people, so that way you don't make the same mistakes. So if you're going through something, try to be relatable to you guys, so that way we're trying to bridge the gap, right? And if you could if we could touch one person, we done our job. That's the biggest thing about the Back Brothers.
And I think we've touched. I think we've touched. At least one.
Remember, we got a voice note today.
Oh, from Tyrese.
Yeah.
We don't disclose names.
Don't disclose so many names. I mean,
we definitely got a very
that's my bad.
We got a very heartfelt voice note, and it's like, for me, it's like the days when this like gets tiring, or the days where I don't feel like coming to record, or the days where I don't feel like trying to curate like what we talking and we trying to curate content. It's like I think back to those messages, or I think back to the people who tag us every week when we drop an episode, people that text me every Tuesday at 6:00, like, yo, where's my podcast? Like, and it's like, yo, bro, the podcast drop at 7.
You fucking about daily commute.
Yeah, I'm resting right now.
That nigga text me that the other day, son.
Bro, so it's just like whenever because like we always said, this is like a second job, right? Like it's not like, I think people think it's just all fun and games because like we in here, we laugh, we joke, but it's like, bro, this is really like a second responsibility for they gonna see. Yeah, it's like a real responsibility, and it's like we take it serious. We take the things that we say on the podcast serious. We take we take y'all serious. We take y'all time serious.
Right.
And I don't think we ever want to disrespect y'all time by coming on here and just giving y'all some bullshit.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Good tip of the week, man.
Make sure I soak it up, reflect on it.
Yeah, and check out these cups while y'all at it. I know.
Just make sure y'all really trying to get the messages that we're trying to inspire and trying to give to you guys. Always hashtag. Don't forget hashtag BBGC.
Yes. We don't got our listen. This was we celebrating 100 followers, right?
Celebrating 100 followers.
We also celebrating completing phase 1 of pretty much a 3-step project that's coming. So it's like phase 1 is complete, and it's like, I think we both feel like it's always important to celebrate the small wins, right? Because it's like, we could have waited till we finished everything that we got planned, but it's like, nah, bro, we came a long way from just having the idea to now executing and seeing it come to life. It's like, yo, that's a beautiful feeling. Especially today when we was in there, like I really got the chills because I'm like, yo,
the goosebumps, yeah.
Like,
a little Harlem shake.
Because it's like, it's like, bro, it's just like, damn, like we really shut, like, I remember you was on vacation, and I was just like, yo, I'm bored. I don't got nothing to do. This nigga on vacation. I'm over here running around. Listen,
so
never mind.
Like I wasn't around.
Yeah, I was running. Yeah, but it's different. It's like no podcast, though. Like, it's podcast action. So it's just like, I'm like, all right, let me see. I'm like, yo, when he come back, I want to have some shit for us to discuss. I don't want him to think I was just sitting at home slouching. Like, I was on vacation.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, he's on vacation. I'm not on vacation. So it's just like, yo, to see where it's going and how fast it's growing and how fast this thing is coming around.
It's the first time I'm actually speaking about that. Dusse hitting. That
a little too hard.
It's gonna be a good day.
OD. That we never been on vacation together. Ain't that wild?
I always tell him because it was like we were supposed to.
That's wild. Like, yeah.
But the circumstances is different now based off of his personal life. But it was like, when we did that trip, that first trip, that was a good trip.
Boy,
that was a good trip. You saw the videos, you saw the recap.
Hey, listen, my jersey hung up now though.
I hung up my jersey. I hung up my jersey on 8/28.
So moving on. So listen, ladies, moving on. Ladies, so hashtag BBGC. Make sure y'all throwing up. Listen, we tagging, reposting everything y'all put up. We encourage it. We love it. We see it. We're acknowledging all of it, best that we can to our ability.
Yes. And don't get upset because I be seeing people like, oh, like, yo, why you ain't post mine on Tuesday? It's like, bro, I stretch out our shout outs throughout the week.
It's not even that, P, but it's also like we get the you know how you tag a page?
Yeah.
The DMs get flooded.
Right.
Oh yeah.
The DMs get flooded. The DMs get flooded. There's still unopened messages on the Instagram that we've not checked yet. And it's not that we're not gonna check. It's just like they just piling one like back to back. So us sitting out in the open messages of my personal Instagram, then I have to go to work, and I'm not gonna sit there and do that. It's gonna get done, but to the time that we wanted to get done.
Right.
But nonetheless, hashtag BBGC. We see y'all. Shout out to y'all. We feel it. Let's go into weekly recap.
Well, first off, how was your
week?
Oh, my week.
So weekly recaps you do. You know, we talk about our week.
Well, you listen to the
podcast.
I'm a
podcast. You know what's going on.
I'm a very supportive listener. I've been listening since day one. Since episode 0, actually.
Come on. Yo, those who know about that episode 0. Listen, we was been in them back blocks.
That's that pilot episode.
Listen. That episode.
Pilot episode.
Listen, that episode 0 was a jewel. It was a jewel. But how was your week?
My week, man, it was. I'm not gonna hold you. It was stressful until I made the choice to take some me time. See, a lot of people, they take their 9 to 5s a little bit too seriously because, like, yes, you get your work done, but are you okay?
Stop cheating over there.
And they carry. I'm done with this shit.
Some more Dusse in there. Don't be cheating.
I put lemonade in this.
Some niggas be carrying home work with them. That's the problem.
Yes, and that's thing is, your 9 to 5 should stay as your 9 to 5. That 6 to 10 is for your dreams, for your family.
Right.
You sit there, work for your last name, the 6 to 10. Stop playing around.
Well, be creative when you're working for, because you know me. You know me. But be creative. Because
I've seen
find your pockets, find your timing. It don't always got to be 6 to 10. It could be. I wake up at 5 a.m. So I'm getting to it from 5 to 7, and then I'm going to do my 9 to 5 thing, and then I'm still being creative while I'm at my 9 to 5, right? Because what if you don't got 6 to 10? What if you're in school from 6? You see what I'm saying?
That's
so we
true.
want to open it up, like be creative.
But thing is, all right, say like I went to school, I had full-time jobs. It's never an excuse to not. It's never an excuse to neglect yourself. You have
That's a
I don't know. I can't exactly pinpoint how many like hours we have in a week, but you have enough time to separate from full 8 hours of sleep every day, going to work.
Got 168 hours in a week.
See, thank you. You have time. You will have time. If it's 1 hour, you have time. If it's 30 minutes, you have time.
Jewel.
Love yourself, king or queen.
Yeah, love yourself. That's a jewel. So when you said you took some time for yourself, how what did that consist of for you? What's your personal time? What do you do when you in that zone? Like,
so actually, it was something I was talking to you a couple of days ago because I'm real big on authenticity. Mm-hmm. So like when the great Nipsey Hussle, he died. I'm an artist.
Long live Nip.
I'm a
TMC.
Nip. The marathon continues. But look, I'm an artist at heart. Mm-hmm. Like I started cutting hair because I paint, I draw. So everybody I know that paints and draws was drawing immediately. It's like they had their notifications on, waiting for something to happen to somebody. Right. This is what I think, that every time a celebrity passes something, they just waiting. So I took my time. There's only one other artist that I respect. Like I can't, like this dude was talking to me, like he big now. His name is Alim Smith. Like on Instagram yesterday, like he big.
Stop coming on here just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
But look, ain't get no free clout on this
part.
Let me check him out first.
I say all that to say this. People sitting there, they don't take their time. They rushing to do something. It's a process for everything. Mm-hmm. I just started a piece, just painting, just because I felt it in me to paint a picture of Nipsey Hussle. Mm-hmm. I didn't rush to go and do this to try and be the first to get some likes. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all making money off of every like? Like, people see the picture, they like it, they tap it twice, and then they keep scrolling. It's not staying with them.
That's true.
I need something that stick to your soul, not stick to your eyes for a few minutes.
That's how I feel about my woman. That's how I feel about the woman that's in my life. Stick to my soul, baby. Come stick to my soul, baby. Let's be soul mates. Let's be soul.
Yo, somebody turn this
podcast.
Snatch
my soul.
Somebody turn this podcast on.
That win.
Come turn the podcast on.
Come snatch my soul.
Turn podcast on.
Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you so much, girl. Listen, that's how I feel. That's a Jew, though.
Listen.
How was your week, though, God? How you feeling?
Week was good. I'm glad we got to get some things done. Some very important things.
Excited.
We ran into a little speed bump, but
I feel like y'all
fair not.
Around
like I'm not dwelling on it.
I can't wait.
I think initially I was like, shit. The fuck we gonna do?
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? Let me calm down, because it ain't the end of the world. Let's figure it between both of us. We could put our heads together, and then the people that our intimate circle, and we'll figure something out.
I think that, and I often think about like people starting businesses or people like embarking on journeys, and like I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was just like, yo, I'm so grateful to be on this road, right, where like not just me and you, where we depend on each other, because it's like we back to back, right, like we front line, but it's like for us
bad
to be
boys,
lethal weapon,
like so we be like us being able to tap into each other.
I ain't that old nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
You white motherfucker over there. But I was just thinking about how important it is to have like a solid team and a solid foundation.
Oh yeah,
because it's like
you can't do it by yourself
at all, and it's like not even like, because it's like even with just me and you, there's things that slip through the cracks.
Right, and we still consider by ourselves. Right.
But it's like without him, like, and like he played, like he don't even know it, but he plays such a pivotal role in the things that we doing in the development of what we do. Like even though y'all don't see him on the podcast, or like he's not in the Bag Brothers pictures, like none of that. Like he's behind a lot of it, right?
So I definitely have something to say about that. See, thing is, people don't know how to play their roles. Right. You have to stay in your lane so you can be first.
Yo, what you a jeweler? You a jeweler?
You need some change.
Nah, because like a lot of dudes, they want to be in the front. Jeweler. Sometimes you got to play your position.
Right.
You can't win a championship if you just trying to make all the points.
You also got to know you got to know your position, right? Because people, they want to play a position, but they're not playing their position, right?
Right.
That's important.
Yeah. So I just say that to say, like, yo, I'm just thankful to have, like, the support systems that we have, the people around us that believe, like, first and foremost, that believe in us, right? Because, like, so many times I get down on myself and I'm like, nah, bro, this shit not working the way I want it to work. It's not going the way I need it to go. Like, I got this going on. Because it's like, I think people think we just, like, do podcasts. It's like this is our life. Like, bro, I'm in school, you in school. Right. We got other outside entities that we are responsible for. Like, I got things going on, like, with other stuff, with other projects that I'm like constantly on call for and on deck for, and it's just like, even though this is my thing, this is our thing, like this is the thing that we created together. It's like, bro, there's so many people on the background that have a hand in it. And it's just like, yo, bro, I appreciate all of y'all. Like, and it's like, I can't wait till this thing that we planning is over so we could give y'all the real story of like what all of the speed bumps that we hit. Because I think that's going to be, because so many times I think people only show the wins, right? And I think for us, it's important to walk you through the process, right? And let you know that, yo, bro, this shit wasn't just smooth sailing. Like, we didn't just go from point A. We didn't go from 0 to 60. Like, we went from 0 to 5 to 10 to 15 and it's like, yo, that's so important because, like we just said last podcast, like it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Because it would have been easy for us to just go 0 to 60 and then burn out, right? We don't got no more gas left in the tank. But it's like to go through all of the steps and all of the hardships and all of the setbacks or what the perceived setbacks, because in the grand scheme of things, they were minuscule when you look at what we about to really do.
Right.
It's like, bro, I'm just excited. All things considered, it was a good week. Yeah. Like, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm sure you've been privy, so you know what's going on. But we here. We ain't playing no games. We ain't taking no prisoners either. Just be ready. October 19th.
All right, cool. Let's dive into the topic. Let's dive into the topic. You want to take it away, P? Dive into it.
So let's talk about being a kept man.
Let's hold on. If for those of you who don't know, P, for those of you who don't know that's listening to the podcast, P, you got to break that down.
Okay.
What is a kept man?
So I actually thought about this topic because it was something that Christian actually said, like, in passing one day about, like, joking, like, yeah, like, bro, I'm about to sit home and be a stay-at-home husband.
Yeah, a trophy husband.
Yeah, that's what he said. His exact words was, I'm going to be a trophy husband.
Those are real.
Yeah.
By the way.
So, and then
yeah,
it was crazy because I was watching a Nick Cannon interview and he was talking about, like, how he was with Mariah Carey, and Mariah Carey made more money than him, and it was like an adjustment. It was an adjustment for his ego, for his finances. For
an adjustment in what way? For, like, in a negative way? Or?
Nah, he was saying that it was just like he had never been in a position where like the woman that he was dating made more money than him.
Is the breadwinner.
Yeah, because Nick Cannon, Nick Cannon good. Nick Cannon ain't missing no meals.
Dumbass iPhones he got.
Yeah, he got diamond shoes.
Incredible.
He got, like, called Neptune?
No, they go incredible. Incredible.
Neptunes. The Neptunes.
Shut up.
It's like a pair of Jordans coming out.
Pharrell,
the Neptunes.
The Neptunes is Pharrell.
The Neptune. Oh,
yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah, the Neptunes.
Yeah.
Yo,
So I was
Pharrell like a fucking vampire. Nigga never aged.
Nah, he aging
Him
now.
and Fab.
He aging now because he said some coon stuff.
Nah. Listen, no Pharrell or Fab slander will be tolerated on the podcast.
I said Fab don't age. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
Right, Fab aging, you got a chin strap now.
You gotta watch your mouth. You gotta watch your mouth about Fab.
You gotta come see the surgeon and get right.
So I was just thinking about, like, me personally, because it's like we so used to having the conversation about like men being the providers, right? So, like, what if the roles were switched? What if you were getting provided for?
Okay.
Like, and have it like I wanted us to have a candid conversation, right? Like, really talk about
Let's be
it.
real
like,
then.
Yeah, like,
could you be a kept man?
Yes, because
think about that.
Because with relationships, you have to check your ego at the door. You can't. I'm not sitting there measuring my worth to how much you make and how much I make, because guess what? I'm not being paid what I'm worth. So why should it matter so much?
Now, but you will be. You'll be overpaid.
I'm gonna pay myself
because your worth is priceless.
You reaching for that Dusse again?
Nah, yeah, I'm reaching for lemonade. But it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, thing is, it's a meme that's been going around. You
trying to reach for everybody? Look, you trying to reach for everybody.
Yo, this man is wild. But it's a meme that said, Nah.
Hold that nigga, dog. He's on stop. He's on stop.
Shit, that cup boy.
It said, let your baby father work on his mixtape, man. Pay that rent. Or something like that. Okay. Something along the lines like that.
So hold on. Let's talk about you. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, right? Because you both are in relationships. Right. I'm not. Right.
That don't mean that you can't answer to the question.
No, of course I'm going.
You trying to? I know. You trying to exonerify yourself.
You have past experience,
right? So. Right now, right? Because I don't like speaking like in the future because we don't know. But as of right now, right? Could you be in like how do you feel like do you feel like your relationship would change if your woman made more money than you?
No.
I feel like no, because you guys are. I like this person to be my wife. when it's all said and done,
the person you with right now,
right?
Okay.
When it's all said and done, that'd be ideal for me, right?
Agreed.
But my thing is, if she's making more money than me, we both winning together, baby. Like, why am I?
It's a team.
Why am I being insecure because you're making more money than me? Now I feel like what people may say is because it's a gender thing, because
let's get to it.
Because the whole, because women still don't earn as much money as men. Let me rephrase this. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. Black women do not make the same money as a black man. And a black man does not make the same amount of money as a white man.
There's a wage gap.
Okay.
And a black woman does not make the same money as a white woman. Right? So let's understand those different categories and how they play themselves into the real world. But I wouldn't be like, oh shit, make money, me boom boom boom. Now let's go further. Now, do y'all think that if your wife makes some money than you, do you think she needs to pay the majority of the bills or the higher bills?
Yeah, fool.
I mean, if you making 100K, pay that 100K.
All right, say let's put it in real terms, right? You married, right?
Put that on him. He in a relationship.
Are you right?
Stop jinxing me with all this.
You married,
it's just bad
right?
juju.
Cool. And you say your wife makes 100K, and you're making 60K, right? Who pays the higher bills?
Thing is, I feel like we would split it down the middle because
all the bills.
Yeah, because like
you're gonna be short.
But thing is, all right. Yeah, I mean, no, like to a reasonable amount. I mean,
all right. So let's put it this way, right? Let's put it. He's a homeowner. We would say like that. The mortgage,
but yeah, that's
right?
a good example.
Would you? Mortgage is like the bulk of the bills. No, cool. Would you pay the mortgage, or would you allow her to pay the mortgage? How would that discussion take place?
Thing is, we could probably work it out on a cycle. Like get out. Like she would pay 1 month, I would pay 1 month.
So you paying 6 months worth of the mortgage, she paying 6 months worth of the mortgage.
Yeah,
because 12
months. It would be because that would be more feasible instead of one of us taking on that bill every time.
But
well, actually, me taking if I'm making 60K, me taking that on every time.
I never thought about that.
It give me some time to save up a little bit more and like understand where I'm putting these dollars.
What about this, right? She's paying the mortgage. How much you put the mortgage at? Roughly
3 bands.
3 bands.
Yeah,
$2,000, right?
That's Brooklyn.
Now, whatever. Now if she pays the mortgage, you pay the rest of the bills. Whatever that is. Do you think that's also like would that be fair?
Yeah, because the other bills, even if it doesn't add up to that, you're still
covering the rest of the stuff.
But you still what is it? Working. Damn, I'm forgetting is a term for this. But like you basically, you're earning your worth. Like you sitting there, you're actually helping. You're not sitting there just taking all in.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Taking everything in. Like you're equal partner in this. You're not just receiving.
Okay, like, I agree with that.
It's a one-way, it's a two-way relationship actually, instead of being a one-way where she's always giving, and you, what you just gonna give emotional support? You gotta give that financial support.
Right. Okay, P, what you think, man?
Well, first off, I'm gonna say.
First of all, let's say, how would you feel?
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking about how I would feel if my girl or my wife in this scenario is making more money than me. Oh, man. I don't know. Because, I mean, my primal instinct is telling me that, I might feel a little bit of a type of way. Right? Not towards her, but just because.
The situation.
Yeah, because,
like shit, more money to me. Fuck.
Yeah, because it's like, hold on, like, if I want a pair of Jordans or something, then I'm like, I'll be like, yo, babe, like, can I get a little extra $200 on the side? And I think it's just because I'm very independent. Like, I don't act so much because it's just like I don't I don't want to take away from somebody else, right? Like, I know we all trying to figure it out. Okay. So it's just like, that's just how I was, like, I'll go without before I ask. And that might be, like, one of my toxic traits. Because, like, my mom tells me that all the time. Like, my parents tell me that, like, yo, like, if you need help, just ask. But for me, I'm just stubborn. I'm like, nah, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to figure it out. So it's just like, I'm just putting myself in a mindset of, like, yo, I won't even ask my parents for something. So it's like, for me to have to, like, ask my wife for something. Because,
it's like,
it's like, yo, like, because nothing for nothing, no matter what, like, a big part of, like your identity or my identity as a man is to be a provider, right? To protect and provide. I feel like those are my two main jobs as a husband, as a father, as, you know, whatever capacity I encompass in life. I think to protect and to provide. And not saying that I won't be able to provide if I make less than my wife, but it's just like, damn, my girl making $250 and I'm only making $80,000, and I also think that it depends on how big the gap is, right? Like, if it's like a $500,000 gap, I'm like, oh, hold on, what's going on here? But if it's like a relatively small gap,
what's small gap? What does that mean?
I would say like between 10 and
30.
Yeah, like I could probably live with that because it's like I could probably hustle my way up. I could probably hustle 30.
So you couldn't. So say in the instance that it was that $100,000 gap. My heart. What you doing?
I mean, I'ma still be there. Like, I'm not gonna check out of the relationship, but my ego will take a hit. But, like, just being honest, my ego will take a hit if it's like 80 or 100 bands more. I'm be like, damn, like, hold on, like, what the fuck? Like,
I think that's a guy thing.
But I'm not gonna hold you.
Because women out, I could be wrong. I don't think women feel away if guys make more.
No. Well, it's expected that men make more because women are expected.
We make but again, as I said before, black men make. I gotta research the exact dollar amount, but we make more than the black woman does, and so for it to be reverse roles in a specific situation, it's like, oh shit, hold on, what the fuck going on? So, I don't think I feel like I might be like, damn, but I won't be like shit like. Soaking and shit like, fuck out there, you make more money than me. You gonna pay the fucking Porsche bill today.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, babe, can I get that car? Like, can I get that?
Yeah, that's my sugar mom.
That's my sugar mom. T63S, baby. Nice, like, can I get that Nipsey Blue with the yellow brake calipers, baby girl? There you go. But yeah, like I said, on a prime, like on just a surface level, I think my ego would take a hit. Like,
and I think any guy, and I feel like they bullshit if they be like, nah.
Bro. But thing is,
I feel like there's levels of taking hits.
Yeah, but thing is, it make you have to do some self-reflection now, because like that means your hustle was not as hard as hers.
Or it could just not be your time, because you could be hustling just as hard as her, but it could just not like she might be older than you.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
That's a different variable in it.
She might be older than you, so she might have got out the gate before you, which is why we like.
Which I but like
that changes that kind of changes.
What you mean older?
She was
even if she got 2 years older, like, cause like
no.
Well, your situation is different because you in the situation.
No. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not saying. I'm saying like, I don't get your angle.
All right, so I'm saying right.
2 years is not. That's not a lot. That's not a lot, right?
No, 2 years is a lot. If all right, let's say I graduated in 2013, she graduated in 2011. She had 2 years up on her career. Your career advancement might be faster.
that don't mean that she can still graduate 2 years ahead of me, and I can still pass her.
Right, but again, in this instance, we saying that you didn't pass her. So it's like, how are you assessing?
I wouldn't equate that to 2 years. You graduate 2 years early, nigga.
How?
Niggas, because you graduated in 2016, me graduated in 2019 don't mean nothing.
But extra 20.
But what I'm saying,
yeah, like, bro, what?
No, but what I'm saying, no,
you older going.
No, hold on. What I'm saying is, right. Let's say in the company, right. Let's say I work for a law firm, right.
You're talking about what they call it.
Sorority?
Yeah, sorority. Yeah, like that shit. Yeah,
upward advancement.
Okay, cool.
She has the ability to advance before me, right? So if that's
advantage.
Right, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying she has an advantage if she's older than me. Because what we expect is that the older you get, the more money you're gonna make, right? We don't want to make less money the older. We always say that we getting older and our bills is getting higher.
Oh, the older I get, I'm trying to retire.
Right, but I'm saying, the older we get, the higher my bills get. When I was 10, my bills was $100.
Now I have no bills at 10 years old.
What's
wrong with that nigga over there, boy?
He doing?
You selling Charles on the corner again?
Yo,
you was packing them up. You selling chairs in the corner, backing over the police car.
Like that's his father.
Who said that? Yo, you lucky your father listen to this. I got some jokes to get off.
See me, father backing them damn turtles up on Canal Street.
Catch me at Gotham Comedy Club. Yeah, I got these jokes for his father. Yeah, yeah.
My father gonna come on the stage and slap fire out you. You know my father. You know my father body.
Dooley, man.
Yo, Dooley, the fuck out. Chill the fuck out on the podcast.
Dooley, what do you do? I told you, son. Nah, real talk, son. These leather Uggs, they fire, son.
Yo, I can't wait till my father see you, boy. But yeah, like I said, on a surface level, I think my ego would take a hit.
Okay.
Right? Like, and again, I don't know because I don't think I've ever been with somebody who made more money than me. Okay. So I also feel like money is power in a lot of respects. So it's she's gonna be able to exert more power over me.
No, nigga, go fold the fucking matches on the bed right now. Go take sheets.
We going to town tonight because I'm paying.
We going to town tonight, nigga. Get your fucking dumbass suit on.
I ain't going.
This is a bunch of dumbass.
We ain't going to White Castle.
We going to Miami. We going to Miami this my birthday. We going to Miami for my birthday.
Oh my God, I hate this. It took me a minute It took me a minute.
Bro, this nigga is
wow.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Yo. Nah, no fucking way. But yeah, I also feel like it's gonna be like a power dynamic, right? Because she's gonna be able to have more power in a relationship than me, and I don't know. I never been in that situation, man. My ego, man. I got a big ego. So it's just like, I mean, but listen, all you ladies out there that's DMing me, if you make more money than me, send me another DM.
Yo, what the fuck is going on in this podcast?
So I can look at your DM first.
Is this a blind date podcast or is this a backlist podcast?
I've probably been skipping out on your DM, but let me know if you make more money than me because I need some new sneakers. It's these, I'm not even gonna say this DM.
G-Fazos?
All right, so going into phase 2 of this, right? You go over the Dusse again, boy.
Yeah, because the thing is hurting my throat. I'm over here trying to.
You're not no real Dusse sipper.
Yeah, I was.
So we have to think about dating younger women, older women.
So I would say you have.
And how and before you answer, right? How older and how younger?
Right. It has to be a cutoff. Because
nigga, I mean, is he retarded?
Yeah, no. All right, I know what you mean. The cutoff. So like, I'm turning 24 this year.
Okay.
The cutoff is 21.
Younger. You have to be 21.
Oh, no. I mean, at this age, yeah, no, you can't be 20. You gotta be 20.
18.
No.
19.
You still a baby. You still a baby.
Okay.
You still a baby in my eyes because we can't connect on the same level. When I was 18.
How?
Because
age don't define maturity.
I mean, not
exactly.
Only age don't define maturity, but guess what? You walk out, you see everybody. They all listening to A Boogie. I'm like, yo, when the next going to A Boogie concert?
What's wrong with A Boogie?
No, but look,
I listen to Pop Smoke.
But look,
I'm come and meet the woo.
I'm in, like,
yo,
like we ain't connected on the same level. Like I'm in, like if I'm into J. Cole or something, she over here talking about, oh yeah, when G Herbo album coming out.
Nap King Cole. Nobody want to hear that shit.
See, here you go.
Nap King Cole, pack that shit
J.
up.
Cole is the best rapper alive other than me.
You need to relax.
Other than my man MBZ.
Yo, let me tell you something. Do not come into this podcast talking some bullshit.
Who the best rapper alive?
Other than Jay-Z. We're not getting into that right now, but continue. Okay. So what's the oldest?
The oldest?
What's cutoff?
30. Nah, 29.
So you
get yourself in trouble. You in a relationship.
No.
No. He answered general questions.
I love my woman.
He answered general questions. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But no, yeah, because like it just
you wouldn't
because I know people personally that like even family members that's dating like,
if you was
older women and it's not working.
If you were saying you wouldn't date a like a 35-year-old,
she got money.
It's about money for you.
I mean, if she above that age when the ripeness the ripeness ain't there no more.
She's 35. What the fuck? That's young as shit.
Whoa, young where? Is she Kevin Durant? 35? That don't mean nothing.
First
to me.
of all, Kevin Durant's 30.
I don't care. No, I'm talking about his number. But
wow.
Yeah. I mean, what does she have to offer me? Because guess what?
Knowledge.
My prime is here till
30 something. Yeah, but she can offer you knowledge.
Yeah, she can offer me knowledge.
But I
have to be physically attracted too, right?
And first of all, you in your prime when you're in your 30s. First of all, you didn't know that, did you? Stupid.
So I have to be
because 20s is your learning years.
20 is my learning years, but guess what? You see more sexy 20-year-olds than you see sexy 30-year-olds.
That's not true. That's definitely not true.
I said 20. That's legal.
There you said 21.
No, I'm talking about 20.
You just knocking down the pegs.
I'm talking about from 21 to 29.
All right, yo, whatever. Yo, P, what you thinking, man?
I'm 24. Youngest I'm going is 22. Highest I'm going is 32.
See, here you go.
10 and 10? Wow.
Well, no, that's not 10.
A 10 difference. 22, 32.
See, what's the
difference?
difference?
Yeah.
What's the difference between 22 and 21?
Right. Why 22? Why 29?
Because by then, hopefully, you out of undergrad.
Oh, okay. All right. That is.
You got your whole phase.
What if they graduate? Wow.
I mean, everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves it.
Everybody got to go through their whole phase. I'm not even here.
What's a whole phase?
You enjoy yourself.
Where you date? Where you moving around?
Don't ask me. Tell them.
I was moving around, baby.
You moving around doing what?
I was preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ.
I don't know nothing about
Lord
this.
You know.
I was saving people in Nazareth. I was dunking people in the water. I dunked Sultan in the water.
You ain't dunked me nowhere. I'm not no. I'm fucking Muslim. I'm Muslim.
I put my hand on his head like this. I was like,
I'm Muslim.
Oh my God, yo, it's so hot. I'm about to die. Yeah. For me, hopefully you out of undergrad. You probably got a little job. You're working towards something. I've never. I don't know. Like I'm 24, so where I'm at in my life right now, it's like I'm in a weird space to where like all my friends are in relationships, but I'm still out here just
doing what you want to do.
Just living a life.
But but that's a great point because I feel like just because your friends' relationship don't mean you have to be in one too.
Yeah, I'm purposely not getting in a relationship because y'all are in relationships.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Because I don't want y'all to be, and not even because of that. Like, I feel like so many people tie their self-worth and who they are to a relationship. It's like, bro, I don't need to be in a relationship to establish or to define who I am. Right? Like, I have, I'm working on that. It's like so many people like, yo, I got to get in, like, I leave one girl, I got to get with the next girl. It's like, nah, bro, take your time, bro. Figure it out. So right now, I'm taking my time. And like I always say, I can't make nobody else happy until I'm happy. And right now, I'm not all the way happy. Right, I'm not 100% where I want to be, so I'm not able to share parts of myself. Right, if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm gonna give you 100%. I want to be 100% with you, and right now I'm not 100%. So I'm not gonna lie to nobody, and I ain't gonna cheat nobody out of this good experience. Cause baby, I'm like a 7-day vacation. You understand what I'm saying, baby? You come lay out, you get some drinks, you.
Yo, what?
Anyway, what is these noises, boy?
What was that? I thought this was a good Christian podcast. I came on here to spread the wisdom and the joy of Jesus Christ.
But yeah, and I mean, I've never dated a woman that was like significantly older than me, but I'm open to it because I'd like to see what that side of maturity is like. Because I'm still very immature, I think. So it's like I feel like if I dated an older woman or somebody who's more experienced, who has like some experience under her belt, she could show me a thing or two. Because I'm usually the one showing people a thing or two. So it's like, it'd be dope to be on the other side of that. Like, hold on, yeah, baby, let me show you how to increase your 401k input or something. Like,
you want somebody to teach you?
So a 9-year differential will be fine with you.
Yeah, that's the highest I'm going.
No, why not 35?
Nah, that's too. Nah. Because then like if I want to get you pregnant or something, it's gonna be weird. Like,
see, that's what I was talking
about.
How? That's what I was talking.
Because
it starts getting difficult.
Yeah, it starts getting difficult.
And then
like
just
genetically, like just biologically, it's like more difficult.
So 35 though.
Nah, 35 too old. Because then I feel like you could be friends with like my mom or some shit, and I ain't got time for that.
Wow,
that is true.
I'm good. So like 32, I'm good because I'm 24.
So a 3-year differential is the make or break for you.
Yeah. Yeah, because at 35 you might have kids, man, or you might have an ex-husband, and then I gotta beat him up, like
more like a baby daddy.
I don't got time for that. But
okay,
I'm that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm.
All right, listen.
I hope this podcast gonna get all of us in trouble, but you know what? Y'all have fun.
I didn't say nothing. See,
I didn't say nothing either.
I didn't. Guess what? Nigga, ain't nobody gonna get me in trouble. You know what I am? Big single. I mean, hold on.
Wow.
Excuse me. If I told you,
you just said 828. It's a big single.
Episode 7 was Black Men Don't Cheat, and guess what? I'm a black man. So look.
Listen, anyway, always hashtag BBGC.
Yes.
The email bagbrotherspod@gmail.com. If you have any inquiries, questions, you guys want to shout us out, anything you want, email the podcast. Yes. Follow the podcast at the Bag Brothers Podcast on Instagram, and then follow my personal podcast, Sultan of Thrones.
Follow me at XChampagneP.
You want to shout out your personal?
Follow me at See the Surgeon if you want to get a haircut or painting, but you can follow me
take some shots.
Yeah. So photo shoots. I do weddings. I do photo shoots. Yes. I do everything.
He's even the minister. He's an ordained minister. If you need him to take pictures and like marry y'all, he can do both.
Yeah, I get the both side ready.
Save your money. You get 2 for 1 special.
Shout out to Twitter.
Follow the Bag Brothers Twitter at the Bag Brothers. Follow me at ___. Watch me work.
That's 3 underscores.
You know the vibes.
Yo, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you to our special guest for coming in, sharing with us, talking your shit.
Repeat your name again one more time for the fourth time.
Christian Thompson, a.k.a. C the Surgeon.
Listen, you're tuned in with the Bag Brothers Podcast. This is episode 15. Keep it locked. Keep it locked up for more info, more podcasts coming up, more details soon to follow.
Yes, October 19th. Just save the date, man.
Save the date, yo.
It's gonna be a vibe.
Hey, we out of here, man.
And as always, happiness is rich, health is wealth, kindness is currency, and a peace of mind is
That's the real bag. You tuned in Bag Brothers Podcast, episode 15, yo.
Peace, family.
Keep it locked.